questions for Coach?
Well, I just always start with something. It was very obvious that we were completely outplayed by a team that was outstanding offensively and just played harder and with more energy from the opening tip. I never thought the game was even close. Even when we cut it to 4, I was cautiously optimistic, but not confidently optimistic. I just thought that they had the advantage in every way, shape, and form all night long. This is going to sound bizarre, but in some ways I'm relieved. I've seen my team. It's the first game like this we've lost, and I knew that we were capable of it. I knew that we weren't practicing well enough. I knew that we weren't consistent enough, and I didn't want to lose, but I almost feel like they needed this to realize how important consistency is in practices and games, and how important defense is. This is the 3rd time in a row someone scored over 80 points a game against us, and I know what a good team looks like, and there are times that we really look like that, and we're close to being very good, but I also know that there's this other side to us. I think we needed this loss.
John, do you think there's any carryover from Sunday? It was a tough loss.
Yeah. On many levels, whether it's emotionally being a little down, or whether it's thinking you're a little bit better than you are. This week was just a perfect storm of negative factors, but Bucknell was really good. I mean, I really, if I wasn't getting beaten so soundly, I would have really enjoyed watching them play. They were wonderful, and we were far short of that. And you know what? It's not just the players. I mean, we were unprepared, and I just can't let that happen again. I fought it in practice. I saw it coming, and I just really have to make sure that we just don't play like that again. And it's going to be very hard because Ryder has played even better than Bucknell has so far this year.
John, their efficiency that they showed on offense, how much of a factor was that in?
Oh, they were wonderful. Listen, even if we were good, even if we were playing well, that would have been a heck of a game.
Is it their ball movement that makes them hard to defend?
You know what? What they do is the thing that they had the most success with today is they really attack the basket hard, and they do something called Euro, where they loop behind you. And as you drive, you throw the ball behind to someone else, and now he drives hard, and if either he gets the basket or he throws it behind to someone else, and it's very hard to guard. It's simple, good basketball with good spacing and good aggressiveness, but it only works if you could really drive the ball, and we just couldn't guard the ball. We just couldn't guard the ball. I mean, if you could guard the ball, it makes their offense far less effective, but those guys were really driving us into paints, and that creates problems.
Coach, you talk a little bit about
And of course, the other thing is, besides their guard play, is 31 Salle was tremendous inside. I mean, our guys could not guard him. We talked about him and worked on what we had to do as much as I possibly could, quite frankly. And we just didn't front him. We didn't recognize sets that we went over and over again. There were timeouts when I told him, okay, here's what he's going to do. And, there's an old Bob Knight thing. He said, I don't get upset unless they've been taught what to do, drilled what to do, shown what to do, and told what to do. And they received all of that and more on Muscala, and we didn't do it, and he's too good. If you just let him get the ball where he wants to, it's a big problem. And so they had a big guy have a great game, and their guards had great aggressiveness and made good passes and made shots. It was just wasn't close.
Coach, you mentioned their guards. Can you talk a little bit about Cohen? I mean, I know obviously
Oh, yeah.
he's defensive most of the time, but did you expect him to be capable of coming here and drop 19 on you?
You know, I know he's capable of that. I mean, he's been focusing on defense more, and he hasn't been putting up those kind of numbers, but I have a lot of respect for Brian, and I know that he can have a great game like that.
Anything else? Thanks, guys.
You guys are merciful.